Alright, I'm going to tell you about open chords. Open, or what I call the heel up position. I showed you the bar chord, right? But I'm going to show you what it sounds like when you keep these pressed down and you lift up that finger. See that? Instead of pressed down, lift it up. You get some trippy chord voicings because you're letting the E and the B string ring out. Now these are scale tones in the key of E, so when you add them to the bass note in the fifth or the third or whatever, to any of these other chords, you get something called a voicing for the chord. So like this is like, alright, so you got F sharp major, but you left this ring out and you get the B and the E in there. So for F sharp, the B is like a suspended fourth and the E is like the seventh. So you get this fourth, seventh thing going on, or like a 7th, 11th, I guess it would go. Alright, so A, you got A right here. You play A regular like this. Hi, I'm the chord A, but then if you do heel up, alright, give it some air to breathe. Play A like that. Get this little happy floaty chord. It's basically putting the ninth in there. Then it's like an A ninth. And here you have B. The E is a fourth in the scale, so it's like a, I guess gives you a major 11th, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, alright? We got C sharp minor. Right, but now if you just lift everything up, not even your middle finger, since you're on the fifth chord, you let this B and the E ring out, you get a C sharp minor 7th. Sounds a lot more, you know, jazzy or groovy, or you know, just gives a different feel to it. The B chord, you can play a B. If you want to do suspended resolve, that's fine, but you can tell I'm kind of having a hard time fretting all the notes. But if you want to, you can just lift up, heel up, and you get that E in there for the suspend, and then the resolve. See, suspend. The challenge is now not to bend the note out of tune when you hammer it back down on it. That's the only challenge. E always is open, and you can play F sharp. It's supposed to be minor. If you do this, you got to kind of with your pinky mute that G string because G's not in the scale. Or you can go like this, like an inverted chord where you use your finger, ring finger, to fret this note here, which would be the minor note. I forget what it's called, A. And then you put these two fingers here. You don't get really a bass note because the bass is the inverted, the fifth is in the bass. Same thing with G sharp minor. Lush sounding chord, and it's just a little bit of sliding. I do the same shape to slide. Alright, you just got to not play the E string, you got to mute that. I don't recommend any of that unless there's a bass player or someone else in for you. Or if you're by yourself, the fifth and the bass sounds pretty cool anyway. I guess you can pull it off. Alright, that's open chords. That's good. So here's how to build open chords off of each string. E, right? Easy one, right? Like I showed you F sharp. What you can do for F sharp that I do is either F sharp I just showed you. G sharp I just showed you. Right? A, same thing. Right? B. That's about as far as you can go and still keep everything cool. The fifth string, the A string, you just take basically use these two fingers here. And you're going to use your pinky and your ring finger on the G and the D string and just slide them up and down to get these notes, right? So you get A, that's an A ninth, and the B is a suspend result. C sharp minor, right? And then we're going to do the B with E flat in the bass. My finger, God gave me one that's just the perfect size to do this, but I get the good ring out and everything by fretting these. Alright, I lose the B string sometimes, but sometimes I get it in there. Right, but if you gotta just invert from C sharp minor, you can just with that finger up there, move this finger back down as in a bar. And then you can do E. E is kind of like you know, it's just a power chord basically. There's no not a whole lot of fun there. I would just stop right there. The fifth string of the D, if you know the note, that's E, so the octave D is right here, the second fret of the D string. You can build dyads off of there. So a major dyad looks like this. One fret down, one fret back. One string down, one fret back. That's an E chord. It's really little, but it's E chord. In this position, you can hammer down and do a sus resolve. No problem. Then you lead with this finger to get up to the F sharp. And you're doing a minor dyad, so one string down and two frets back. Alright, and then you're going to go up G sharp. Ringing out the E and the B. Then you're going to go up to A, B. Theoretically, you could just keep on going all day to C sharp. And you can go all the way up the neck if you want, playing the dyads, you know. But I don't know if you'd want to. Like I said, if you got a bass player or a fuller accompaniment, this would be cool to add into a song.